It's not an open door to the spirit world. Just a brain tumor.
Hey, buddy. Brought you your favorite. Vanilla swirl. What do you say?
Can't eat it.
What do you mean you can't eat it? Of course you can eat it. Everybody can eat vanilla swirl.
No food before surgery.
Right. Sorry. How you feeling?
You mean after the initial shock wore off?
Yeah.
A whole nother layer of shock underneath.
Rudy, they can take the tumor out. Remember? That's the good news.
Simple procedure, right?
Piece of cake.
Then you do it.
Rudy, come on. Who's tougher than you? Huh? You walk around with shrapnel in your legs. You survived the jungle, the desert. What? This is a walk in the park. It's no big deal.
Doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. What are you talking about?
Doesn't matter.
Come on. How can you say that?
What have I done with my life? What do I have to show for it?
Rudy. Well, for one, you're a highly respected anthropologist. You got that going for you.
I've been lying here, going over those visions, thinking about Helen, and remembering how I felt back in those days when I was young. I had a sense of joy, a feeling of wonder about everything.
So what, you don't feel that anymore?
Well, sometimes in my work, but somewhere along the way, I went off the track. I stopped connecting with people.
Well, you got your students. You connect with them every day, right?
Yeah, and I appreciate that. But Declan, I'm lonely. I guess it took this brain tumor to wake me up. And now it's too late.
Don't say that. It's not too late.
Yeah, for me. But if I've learned one thing in this, it's for you, Declan. Find somebody you love. Somebody who'll love you back. And cling together for all you're worth. Because the rest of it's not worth a hill of beans.
It's like he's resigned himself to it. Right? You know, I mean, he's given up. It's like he's lost all hope.
There's still hope.
I know that, but I'm trying to remain optimistic. You know, for his sake.
And for your sake. You don't want to lose him.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, what about you? What's going on your side?
I'm in trouble.
What? What's going on?
A dear friend of mine, Dr. Marissa Hamilton, she's lied about her research. And she knows I know, and she won't confess. And I'm trying to decide whether to blow the whistle on her.
Tough spot.
Yeah, it's terrible. And I can't decide whether I'm being ethical or if I'm jealous.
Are you?
I don't think so. But she is a peer, and we did go to school together. And she's very successful, and her work does have a following.
Well, I mean, you have to decide which one's easier to live with, you know? Her lies or yourself if you expose her.
I know.
It's a tough spot.
An orderly will come and get you in just a moment, Mr. Sullivan.
Can I go down there with you?
No, you'll have to see him off from here.
Okay.
How are those tranks working? You feeling woozy?
Not yet.
Well, you will. Those pills work like magic.
They make you disappear?
He loves me, actually.
You think I could have a minute with him?
Sure.
Thanks. Rudy, I just want to say that
I already know.
Thanks.
Thanks for being here.
I wouldn't miss it for anything.
Time to go.
Give him hell, cowboy.
I won't say a word.
Well, after what I said, I wouldn't have blamed you.
But you're right. I am jealous. And I suppose the lies in your work aren't that significant. But they're still lies. Call me self-righteous, but I don't approve of what you did. And I never will.
Then why keep quiet?
Because somewhere in there, you don't approve either. And I still believe that you'll listen to your conscience, and you'll remember who you are, and you'll do the right thing.
Hey,
Hey,
are you supposed to be in class?
any word?
Not yet.
Here's a mocha. 6 sugars.
Perfect. Thanks.
When I first met George, he was a skinny, awkward 14-year-old with chronic asthma taking daily medication. In our first session together, I discovered his most severe, incapacitating attacks occurred at school, particularly on days when he had phys ed. In fact, George would start wheezing before gym class, not as a result of any physical activity. I believed his athletic performance anxiety, so to speak, triggered his asthma, that George's attacks were psychosomatic. Using the techniques I've described, after only 3 sessions, the frequency of George's attacks the frequency of George's attacks decreased. He reduced his medication, and now, after a year of my therapy, he isn't wheezing at all. In fact, he is the star of the track team.
Hey. Here you are. Thought you were gonna sleep forever.
Is it over?
It's over, Rudy. They took the tumor out. It's benign. No worries, man. You're gonna be just fine. The lab confirmed it.
Well, if you're going to keep staring, you could at least smile a little.
Declan, I think I'm still seeing things.
Oh, no, she's real. I'm sorry, Rudy. I mean, this is Helen Baker.
45 years later, but it's still me.
What are you?
Your interesting friend Declan tracked me down.
She lives in Hillsboro.
Hillsboro? That's so close.
Moved there as soon as my divorce came through.
3 weeks ago, Rudy. Just about the same time you started having those hallucinations, right?
Aliens, clowns,